So this is Chris with the Still Life Stories, and I'm sorry to say that today's my last day in Australia. I've been here for 3 months, and it's just been an absolutely fabulous experience. And I'm in a quiet neighborhood called Botany, just to the south of Sydney. A huge, bustling, beautiful city. And behind me is a secret little place called Banks and Solander, and it's a distillery. Hidden behind this cute little house in this quiet little neighborhood is a beautiful functioning distillery, and they're making some of those amazing things you've ever had in your life. And chances are, if you're outside of Australia, you may never have a chance to try them. But the great thing is, this was named after a couple intrepid explorers, Banks and Solander, who came here 100 plus years ago to discover animals and plants and chronicle what was here in Australia. And I don't know if they were associated, but I remember reading that the first time that biologists sent back a sample of a platypus to be studied, the people who received it back in England thought it was a joke. They thought somebody had cobbled together a bunch of weird animal parts to try and fool them. But there are real platypus here. I've seen them before. And there's wallaby, there's kookaburra laughing at their own jokes, there's cockatoos, there's all kinds of things here that you'll never see anywhere else. And on top of that, there's a lot of plants and herbs and botanicals here that don't exist anywhere else on the planet. And Banks and Solander, which is Marty and Ed, they're actually distilling gins and vodkas and all kinds of things with these unique flavors that you just can't find anywhere else on the planet. So the only way to get them is to come here to Australia and taste them. But let's go back and check the place out. We're just going back behind the house, and this could be viewed as the ultimate man cave, but it's actually a fully functional distillery. We'll take a look at some of the herbs and spices that go into their gins. Truffle vodka, gin, fig gin, limoncello, the limoncello is fabulous, and a coffee liqueur that has more unique flavors in it than probably anything you've ever tried. And here's some of the spices that they're using: green cardamom, red cardamom, lemon myrtle. You've probably never tasted these things. If you live here in Australia, you're familiar with them, but if you're not, you just can't imagine those flavors. They're just unbelievably good. All right, so fig gin, not something I've ever experienced before.
So this product that came out of a bit of serendipity, we were contacted by a farmer who who grew organic figs down near Australian capital Canberra. They asked us, we've got a whole bunch of figs, is there anything that you might want to do with those? So we thought we'd give it a go. We drove down one day and picked up a whole bunch of figs through the back of the trunk of the car, the back of the boot of the car, and brought it back. They're fortunately all packed in and frozen, and then steeped them on our signature gin, and let them sit there for a month or two. What we actually did, caramelise them a little bit. We roasted them up, caramelised them with a bit of brown sugar as well, just to bring out the sweetness of the figs. And then we combine it with more of our signature gin. We were trying to make a gin that wasn't a liqueur. There's a lot of flavoured gins out there that are quite sweet, or they're not really gins anymore, they're liqueurs. But here we're trying to keep that gin nature to it, that it is still a dry gin, it's not a sweet gin. I'll let you try it like that, and let me get you a little bit of tonic that actually pairs really nicely with this gin, that brings out the flavour of the figs.
Boy, that is really good. I mean, that's just ice on a hot summer day, and you've got a great drink for sitting by the pool.
And it pairs really nicely with cured meats and cheese as well. You've had figs with cheese before, I'm sure, and so this pairing is great for that. So this brings out that sweetness in the fig.
Wow. That's really, really awesome.
So it's about finding that right tonic that goes well with the gin. It elevates it.
What's that tonic?
This one's an Australian tonic. It's made in Victoria. It's a classic dry. It's not overly sweet. It's not too heavy, and we find that it pairs really nicely. Yeah.
And that little bit of hint of sweetness from the fig, I mean, it just works really well together.
Yeah.
Well, a little more of that. Hit me. It looks like champagne. Tiny bubbles. It's both dry, crisp, sweet, and savory. All those things at the same time.
So you can imagine having a nice matured cheese going with that, or a nice bit of prosciutto, or Harmon.
Some good Italian dry salami.
Yep. Yeah.
All you need is be in a comfortable lounge chair right next to the pool, have people bringing you things. When you drink this, there should be somebody bringing you things, because it just seems to elevate that experience. Wow, that's delightful.
It is quite popular, this one, yeah. I mean, the signature gin that you've talked about before with the really bold flavours that is quite unique. For some people, can be a little bit too bold, and this one sort of brings it back a little bit more, and it can be a bit more approachable.
The signature gin is unafraid.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is, and it's a unique experience, and until you've had it, you don't really understand what it is. But as soon as you have it, then you go, okay, that was good. I want another one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for some people, this is just a little bit more approachable. It still has some of those notes from the signature gin, because we do use some of it in this product, but it's tempered a bit with the flavours of the fig.
Yeah, it's a little more subtle.
Yeah.
The signature gin is bold.
Yeah.
And, go for bold whenever you can. Wow. Those are all fantastic.
So now it's time for liqueurs.
All right, let's do it.